What's going on, friends? Rich Discoveries coming at you from the basement because apparently I forgot to record my initial intro outside, a portion of the intro. Regardless, here we are. We're back finally. I've just been busy with life, with work, with just everything, you know, on that grind, getting it done. And now we're finally back. We're back to start recording, back to start doing stuff, getting out, seeing things. And one thing I've been wanting to do is a very special product I've been working on for a while. And I've been anxious to get back into this thing, so let's do it. So Rich from earlier today, bring us back to that special product. A very special product indeed. Something I've been working on for a while and I'm having a lot of fun doing. So without further ado, let's bring back this old girl right here. It's been in the garage the last month. I haven't even touched it since the last video. I'm just really anxious. Yeah, I want to get it cleaned up and looking nice, but I really want to get this thing working. So today we're going to try to mess with it. Win, lose, or fail, I don't know. We're going to try to get this thing working. Jerry Satz, in the last video, I think it was, had mentioned about the lever moving up and down. I was dropping coins in. I got a pocket full of fresh change. We're going to mess with this thing and see if we can at least get it working. Get these levers to spend something, whether it be nothing or rat poop or anything I'll be happy with. Let's try to get this thing working again. I'm anxious. It has been a while, let me tell you. Oh, there we go. I hope that doesn't mean it doesn't work anymore. Yeah. All right. Here's our coin box. Here's the lever that you probably can't see from there that was dropping that he had mentioned. And we're going to see how that correlates with these levers and what's going on. Let's get into this thing. All right. Like I said, I want to get these levers working. I got the lever here that was dropping. We're going to pull the whole thing out. We're going to try to oil it a little bit. I guess go from there, right? We're out. I'm all new to this, friends. All new to this. Just taking a closer look at it. We got some mechanisms up here where the coins go in. Goes through all this stuff. All types of other mechanisms where things happen. And ultimately, this lever right here drops with every coin I put in. That's what Jerry was saying. So we're going to look into that, see if any of that releases. There's like little, if you look, I don't know if you can see, there's little hooks in there that stop these from coming through. So we're going to try to oil this up a little bit and see what we can get out of it. Got them trains coming through in the background. Now, I don't know much about this stuff, but I just see some mechanical stuff. I see lots of corrosion from rat pee and poop and stuff over the years. See some rust. So I'm going to try to put a little bit of rust remover, I guess, a little rust solvent on the paper towel. Just see what it'll do for this. At least just get some of the outer rust off it. And then we'll hit the internals. But we got some oil. We got all types of stuff. How bad could it be, right? Like I said, I know nothing about this, but it's just some mechanical, oh my God, just some mechanical stuff. So I figure if we just hit it with some rust penetrant, some rust remover, some oil, probably clean this stuff up nice, I would assume. Oh, guess we'll find out together though, won't we? We'll get all this. There's like some tar and stuff on there. We'll get it all off. At least get it looking, at least get it working. Then we'll get it looking good. See if we can make this thing work. Now again, I have no idea what's going on here. I got a little bit of oil, a little bit of penetrating fluid here. I'm just gonna shoot a little bit into this thing, not a lot. Just kind of where the quarters roll, where the mechanisms move. I'm just using light little taps. I don't think there's anything electrical in here. At least I hope not, because we don't have it plugged in anyways. Let's try this side. Bunch of springs and whatnot. Okay, on this side we have a bunch of springs, mechanisms. I don't know what they are or what they do, but they're all old. They all move, it's all mechanical, and it's all extremely dry, and some of it's rusty. So, I don't know. Let's see what happens, I guess. So after doing all that, I did find part of my problem. Not sure if you could see it. It's like the mechanism and whatnot. If you pull these two panels away, third panel away, if you look deep down inside, I don't think you can see it. There's two quarters right there where my finger is. See the ridge of the quarter? There's two quarters wedged in there. So I'm going to have to I mean, I got to take it all out anyways. Maybe I'll just try to pop it out real quick. Try that bolt. I think I could take that mechanism out without taking the whole thing out. Eventually, it's all got to come out anyways because I got to clean this whole cabinet. But let's see if I can get this this mechanism out and separate it. At least bring it in the house and work on it because it's getting dark out here. All right, so I tried getting it out, the quarters out with a pick. Not working. So the plan is to get this thing out. What we're going to do is take this bolt out, see what happens. I've fixed cars, worked on cars, built cars. I've dragged cars out of fields that have been sitting since the 1950s and put them back on the road. I have never in my life touched a vending machine, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So this is a learning experience to me as it is to you. Plan is to get this thing out, I guess, and get it in the house and mess with it. So I'm going to take this bolt out. This big stud. This big bolt. And it's got this little tiny screw on the bottom. What happens when I take that out? Oh, hey, look at that. Now look, it's this huge flat drive. I don't know if you can see it. Flat drive screwdriver thing. Big, thick shaft. Tiny little bolt on the end. Don't even know if you can see it. But it's out. And this thing tipped forward, so... Oh, look at you. That's dope. All right, we're going to get this in the house, and we're going to mess with this a little bit. Give us a little more access in there as well. Also, I'm going to take this bolt and put it back in here, just so I don't lose it. So I know where it is. Somehow that'll get lost in my pile of stuff. All right, so we got our... Oh, that's heavy. We got our coin mechanism here. I'm going to bring it in the house and mess with it. See, there's a bunch of grease there that's worn off. There is a mixture of oil and rat pee in it. So we're going to have to clean this thing out completely. Yeah. It's nasty in certain areas. There's a lever right here that operates coin return. I think this is where we set the money. It says I thought it was $1.30. Yeah, $1.35.84 and $1.65. I say 12 of 84, 12 of 84. So the same date, it's set at two different prices. I have no idea. Oh, there is a ton of quarters, and look at that. Can you see that? There is a stack of quarters lined up in there. There's our problem right there, and those are all corroded. Oh, so that's where those quarters are coming from. That's where those things are stuck there for. All right, let's get this thing in. At least take a look at it before we end this video. Sorry, I'm just going over it with you. I'm sorry. Let me put this thing away. All right, we got our coin box out. We're going to bring it in. I'll tell you, this thing's not looking that bad. Hasn't had, obviously, the final clean yet. It still needs to all come apart and be clean, but we're just buffing it from what it was to what it is. Not looking that bad. I got to clean that case yet. There's this whole case around it I haven't touched, just the inside stuff. All right, so here we have it. It's in the house. We're going to start taking this thing apart piece by piece. Not today. I got a few things to do tonight. But the next video, we're going to dissect this thing. We're going to figure out what's what. Figure out how it works. Some stuff opens here. Like this whole thing. I don't know where, somewhere here. This whole thing opens. You got to get down inside. Take some screws out to open that. Got to figure out why those quarters... There you go. See a little better, all jammed in there. We'll clean up this plastic too. Clean up the chute in there. Clean it all up nice. And figure out, you know, the what's what and the who's who of vending machine stuff. That's what I was telling you about. Set it $1.35, $12.84. And it says up here $1.65 and maybe $1.75. A few things scribbled over. $12.84. I don't know. Either way, there's a bunch of quarters stuck in there. We will figure this thing out together. So I think that's going to be it for today. I'm going to start tearing into this thing. Like I said, I'm going to film it. I'm going to look up a little bit, whatever I can, try to research what I can about it. But the rest of it's going to be taking it apart and just learning as we go. How complicated could it be? It's simple mechanics, right? we'll figure it out. We'll do it together. That's going to be a lot of fun. One thing I did get, which I thought was pretty kick-ass and wanted to share, was I got a piece of Freedom Factory asphalt. It smells like tires and oil. But yeah, if you go over to Cletus's website, you can buy yourself a piece of Freedom Factory asphalt, which I thought was really cool. Probably the best purchase I've made in the last 3 years. That was cool. Anyways, we're going to figure this out together. We're going to do it. Thanks for hanging out. Glad to be back making videos again. It's been too long. And yeah, can't wait to get back out and either hit the train station, hit something, abandoned, just do a bunch of cool stuff with you guys. I'm excited to do it this year. This year's going to kick ass. You, come here. Get in the video. Come here. Oh, look what we got. Our friend who doesn't like to be held. Isn't it going to be a kick-ass year, just your cat? She says so, too. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out. And, yeah, let's do this. All right, you get down. Go ahead. Go ahead. She doesn't like to be held. It's not yours. No, no, no. She's interested in it, too. All right, thanks for watching, friends. Have a great night.